This is medieval time. As the 80s dawned, the dinner theater format needed a drastic reinvention. Medieval Times was unlike anything 80s Americans had ever experienced. Once you stepped through the doors, you stepped back in time and into the story. And sure, you'd get to watch knights battle it out, but you also felt like you were part of the story as you tore into big chunks of meat with your bare hands.
Now, for one night only, I am getting an exclusive look at how things were when it all began over 30 years ago. Lee.
Welcome to the castle.
Thank you so much. It's kind of amazing because I saw Medieval Times 3 times in the 80s, and this was the very first one I ever saw.
And not only was it my first, it was the first Medieval Times castle, opening in 1983.
I remember screaming myself hoarse. It was one of the greatest memories.
These are generations of the helmets that we used in the show. This one dates almost to the opening. It's just leather with no padding and no safety equipment part of it. It didn't offer a lot of protection. One of the original swords, I happened to stick it aside years ago. You can see how heavy and how unbalanced that is.
You could feel like the heft of it. It's really substantial. Wow, that is unbelievable.
Now, these are the current ones. The balance is much better, and these swords go many shows without breakage.
And you can tell it's not only is it like a better grip, but it's more ergonomic.
Yep.
But a huge part of this experience was the medieval feast, an experience 80s kids really couldn't find anywhere else. Feeding a crowd of 1,500, a world-class medieval-style meal was and still is a battle unto itself.
This is Henry Santos. He's our kitchen manager here in Florida.
What was the menu back in '83?
The main course back then was a Cornish hen,
Okay.
a spare rib, and a half a potato.
Unlike the chicken served today, Cornish hens were small enough to serve whole to each guest, making them a unique personal feast fit for every king and queen. But before the hens hit the plate, they were a key part of the original show.
So there is something that I was reading about involving the food known as the blessing that is no longer done. What is the blessing?
Servers would do a live fire flambe of the food while the Holy Fathers blessed the arena and the meal.
Oh, they would actually set the food alight.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you guys don't do that anymore.
No. Well, number one, a lot of fire marshals weren't big fans of that. As we expanded and moved into different markets, there was people saying you can't do that, and so we just phased it out everywhere. I'll do that for you if you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like for you, we'll do it. Okay?
So excited. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. It's crazy to think that in 1983, when Medieval Times began, this was part of the ceremony, and it has not been seen since.
After the blessing, the Feast of Cornish Hen began.
This smells amazing. Oh,
Dig in.
thank you. His spice rub is on point. The unsung knights of the battlefield are unquestionably inside your kitchen, so bravo to them. I really just want to take another bite.